let's take a look at some charts on Basic Attention Token, BAT, for Brave New Coin. Not to be confused with Brave the browser. So BAT is a token used in the Brave browser as sort of an ad replacement or a value replacement for ads where users can send BAT to things like this YouTube channel or certain websites and have that through an automated process. Catching up on the BAT information, looks like they released a roadmap in February, working on some updates. Let's take a look. Brave Wallet in the browser, which is nice. Basically, all of the crypto projects try to keep people in the casino. That's the wrong metaphor, but essentially that's what they're doing. They're keeping people in the browser. They're giving people a reason to stay in the browser. They have an exchange function through swaps. They have a Gemini widget. They have a Binance widget, I'm pretty sure, as well. So they're trying to make it a one-stop shop for all your crypto needs. They have an NFTs tab now as well that they're introducing. Sort of a Blockfolio competitor, NFT display tool. They're trying to do as much as they can, keep up with the Joneses, keep up with everything else that's going on in cryptoverse, crypto land. DEX aggregation against APIs. They're doing everything they can to include as much utility for the token and the browser and add value, which is good. That's what you want to see, right? If we look at more stuff that's happened with the browser Brave, they're continuing to report increasing numbers of users, growth. That's what you want to see. They continue their buybacks of BAT, sort of a Brave ad program, subsidy BAT situation. 29 million monthly active users, nearly 10 million daily active users. It doesn't really compare or stack up against Chrome, but they're working on it, right? If we look at the transaction count in the line here and transaction values in the fill, as ETH fees have increased, so have the average transaction values. Transactions per week are kind of all over the place. If we zoom out a little bit, 30-day average, they're still increasing, since October. So to see price where it is as far as appreciation, even the average transaction values are going to creep way up as price basically sits at an all-time high at this point. NVT, inverse metric of economic utility, is currently nearing all-time lows, which is bullish for price. If price is at all-time high and NVT is this low, it says that market cap has room to grow based on on-chain utility. One caveat is that all of the payments Brave makes for BAT or through BAT all influence NVT and make it look maybe more bullish than it is. But nonetheless, that's utility. It's on-chain. It's doing something. Active addresses also continuing to increase on a monthly basis, kind of the third highest level ever. So price maybe not so absurd. I keep going back to that because it's really all that matters. First I look at price. Where is it? Is it supported by fundamentals, on-chain activity? Is the project doing stuff? And if all that's a yes, then price makes sense where it's at. If we look at Brave browser Google trends, those continue to increase, sitting at all-time highs. Basic attention token Google trends also sitting near all-time highs, at least they were. So again, this makes sense. I might not like the token or the price, but it is what it is. This is technicals, 50, 200. This was the doldrums it was sitting in for years until DeFi kind of happened and it joined the conversation. It joined the scrum, which is another reason why it's bullish for them to add things like swaps, DEX ag, NFTs, whatever the next nonsense is going to be. That's all bullish for the token, maybe indirectly, as more people start to use the browser, the token, for whatever reason. If you look at the VPVR, it's all the way down here, sub 40 cents. So there's really no volume support above 40 cents. There are yearly pivots that are below price and nothing. There's an R6 that exists. You'd have to calculate it manually, but anything above here, there's no current resistance. And it's kind of at this point in time where I'm either buying at 50 cents or I'm just holding for a 10x, because who knows, right? Like, if alt season is truly going to happen and this is only $1, then it's reasonable that stuff like this can just explode. I don't think it's warranted. I don't think Brave necessarily even needs a token, but it exists and it's a thing. So here we are. The 5200 cross was bullish since beginning of the year. So no surprise that we've gotten finally really some sort of bullish move on the USD pair. If we look at the cloud says the better buy is at 90 cents, which is the daily key tune here. Again, it's been bullish since January. So collectively, on something like BAT where you're not sure trend-wise, you can use multiple trend indicators, right? You use the 50 to 200, you use the cloud. They both are telling you to be long in January on the USD pair. And right now it's telling you to buy back at 90 cents, which is kind of where the 50 EMA is as well on the daily. So I don't hate that price. It's just, it's hard because, you know, it's in price discovery. Everything's popping off. It's all season. I wouldn't want to buy it up here. I wouldn't want to sell it up here. And I would definitely want to buy on a dip than buying the top potentially. Looking at BAT BTC, it basically is mean reverted. You know, all these alt charts look great on the USD pair, but they've essentially just returned to their previous 2-year range. In this case for BAT, tons of volume resistance up here at 2000 sats, 2000 sats, 2500 sats. There's an R1 nearly pivot there. It's gonna sit in this accumulation zone most likely. So although the USD chart is, you know, there's no upside resistance, right? I would definitely watch the BTC chart on a relative basis to see where price sits, because most likely it'll find some sort of resistance at this local high up here between 3,000 and 2,500 sats. RSI is also doing something weird with like this rising channel, I guess you could call it. Volumes all over the place. This is Binance. So I don't know, lots of weird stuff going on here with the BTC pair, but there is a 5200 cross. It is mean reverting. You know, I don't know. The upside to me doesn't look great as far as where this could be going from here. Then lastly, I'll just mention the Technic Capital BTC ETH fund on Enzyme, non-custodial portfolio management. You can check out all the trades I make there. I manage those positions, AUM, what goes in, what goes out, all that sort of stuff. Like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know anything in the comments below, and happy trading.